Men these days are weak. When you buy into this modern New World agenda, you feel trapped, you feel depressed, you feel anxious as a young man. You may be a good boy by society's terms, but is that really worth it? So today we're going to go over how I went from this depressed, anxious, trapped young man, boy, into this strong, masculine, opinionated, original man. So first, I want to start with my story. How, where I came from, what put me on this path, on this journey, why I am who I am today. I mean, it all started 3 to 4 years ago. I was 16 years old. I was just like the average man. I was an average young man in this modern society. I believed in all this modern agendas. I believed in feminism, and I believed in equality and tokenism. I believed in all this stuff, okay? I believed in what the modern agenda wants to shove down your throat, okay? They want to shove the same things down your throat, and I believed it all. Of course I did. It's what they tell you to believe. You want to be a good boy. Okay, I got good grades in school. I was a good boy by society's terms. I kept my mouth shut. I didn't do bad things. I think I had about 2 detentions in my entire school career. A detention is basically where you have to stay back after class because you've been bad. I must have had 2. And they must have been for being late to school. Do you know what I mean? I was a good boy. I was. And then this all culminated to a point where I was 16 years old. I'd been through this good boy life. And my girlfriend at the time, she broke up with me. I was depressed. I was anxious about everything. I struggled to even go outside. I spent all my days playing video games and scrolling on social media. I think I remember one day looking at my screen time, and it was 16 or I think it was 14 hours average on the whole week, just on Instagram, just scrolling Instagram reels. I was a real master. I must have been following about 1,000 pages, and somehow I got to this point where it tells you like you've watched all the videos for the past 3 days or the past week or something, so we're suggesting you new stuff. I don't get that anymore because I don't scroll enough. I think this was before Reels even, so I was like hardcore Instagram guy. But basically, yeah, my family was worried about me. I didn't shower. Bro, I was depressed as just... I was depressed, man. I was having a rough time. And this was when Andrew Tate started to pop off, and when Hamza was popping off, and all these self-help guys were popping off, and they were kind of saying this separate thing. They were saying that the world isn't that way. Men shouldn't be weak. Men shouldn't be this way. Men should be this. Women should be this. And these ideas, they breathed life back into me. And I see it these days because when I follow that modern agenda, and when I do those things, I play the video games, and I scroll on social media, and I try to do the feel-good activities, that's when I start feeling depressed. That's when I start feeling like crap. Even today, I was literally scrolling on YouTube, what's it called? The YouTube Reels? I can't remember, YouTube Shorts. I must have been on that for about an hour or 2 hours, and that made me feel like shit. And it wasn't until I got off it, I looked outside, I realised the sun was shining. It was raining this morning, but the sun was just so beautiful. I couldn't resist going outside. And then even though I hadn't had it planned, I decided to go for a walk. I decided to go to the shops. I needed some shopping. I thought, yeah, let's do it. Even though that whole morning, to this whole morning, I felt so depressed. I felt awful. I just felt like crap. But when you stop buying into this modern world, these modern beliefs that you need to feel good and have the fun things and eat the junk food, whatever it is, when you stop believing that, I promise you, bro, your life that's when you start to smile. That's when you feel happy. That's when you have the energy. Going out in the sunshine. So you need to deny this modern world agenda because it's not good for you, bro. I was there, I believed in it, and it did not help me. You need to think, what thoughts are serving you? Are these thoughts serving you? You might think they're serving you, but the only reason you think that is because you haven't experienced something better. You haven't faced the hardship for long enough to realise what a more exciting life looks like. Because this modern world agenda, they don't want you to be happy, okay? They want to kill you. Pretty much. They want to kill your spirit. They want to kill your soul. They want to make you depressed so you're malleable. They want you to be weak. Okay, in films, what kind of man do they show these days? They don't show the strong action hero. They don't show you Rambo. They don't show you the Terminator. They don't show you Rocky. They don't show you these characters anymore. They don't exist. They killed them. Now they want men to be bumbling fools. They want men to be bumbling idiots. They want us to be, oh, where are my keys? I can't find my keys. I have to ask my wife. And the wife is, oh, what would you do without me? That's what they want to show these days. They don't want you to be strong anymore. You got to reject that. Reject them pushing that weakness. Men are weak. Reject that. Reject them pushing that down your throat. There's so many people out there who, they don't see it. You don't see it. It's difficult to actually see that that's what they want from men. It's difficult to see that. But when you really think about it, and every time you look at this media just analyze. You don't see strong male, masculine main characters anymore. It's all black women. That's the truth. It's all black women. Oh, she's super strong. She's better than all the men. The man's the bad guy. He's a white bad guy, a white man, and she kicks him and he's down and, he couldn't think of the crazy plan that she had. And all the modern media it's not about a strong man anymore. And this isn't about race, okay? I am a mixed race man, okay? I'm a mixed race man. I am a black man. I'm very light skinned, I know. But look at my hair, okay? I've got nappy ass hair. I'm Jamaican, I'm Puerto Rican, okay? By descent. But I'm mostly Scottish and English, but I am also Jamaican and Puerto Rican. And I don't give a fuck what skin colour the character is. I don't care. Sometimes I see a black guy. Maybe I'm privileged just because I'm in this position, that the kind of person that I am. Sometimes I see a black guy and I think he's awesome and I can relate to him and he's the kind of guy I want to be. And sometimes I see a white guy and I think, yeah, he's awesome. I can relate to him. So maybe I don't have the same understanding. Maybe I don't understand what it's like for a white guy seeing a black guy or for a black guy seeing a white guy. I don't know that. But I do know that when I see a man, any kind of man, just fucking owning the shit, man, Asian, fucking black, white, Mexican, I don't give a fuck. If I just see him owning shit, that fills me with so much pride. When I watch a film like The 300, oh yes! Those are my favourite films, or The King with Timothy Chalamet, or Outlaw King. These films just fucking, they just fill me with that energy and that, yes, man. I don't really watch films much anymore. Or James Bond or anything like that. Yeah, I don't really watch films much anymore because it's a lot of time to dedicate to one thing. I think I might start doing that because sometimes I do tend to make mistakes in my discipline. And I feel like the reason I do that is because I'm burning out and I'm not giving myself enough time to relax and enjoy it. Enjoy the nice things. So it might be worth watching films and controlling the joy that you have so you don't pig out on dopamine and joy. But maybe I'm wrong with that. I think that's something I'm going to experiment with. But the point is, bro, this modern world agenda is just absolutely just, I don't want to say trash, I don't want to say garbage, because I'm not an American and I don't really like Americans that much, I'll admit. Unless you're an American. No, I'm not a slag for that. If you're a cool American, sure, I've got some American friends. But this modern world agenda, it just doesn't like you, bro. It doesn't like you, bro. It doesn't want you to be a strong, masculine man. That's what I learned. Demolition Man, that's another film. I'll talk about that one. If you see Demolition Man, that's basically about this police officer, and he's played by Sylvester Stallone, and he's this police officer, and he's crime fighting. He's basically like Batman a little bit. He's cool, he's kicking ass, he's the classic action hero, okay? And then what happens is he gets frozen. He gets frozen in time because they basically prosecute him for a crime that he didn't commit, kind of thing. The villain of the story had this plan to kind of frame the hero for committing the crime, for killing like 50 people. And then he gets frozen in time because that's the new procedure they have with criminals. And then they both get released 70 years later. And now the world is all soft and people don't touch each other and people don't actually fight crime anymore. They're like a compliance officers and shit like that. And then he comes out and he's this masculine, badass hero. And at first everyone doesn't like him. At first everyone sees him as bad, as a criminal, because like he's doing outrageous masculine things. But without him, they wouldn't have stopped the villain. They wouldn't have stopped the real evil. Because the villain, he was also from the past. He was an extra kind of nasty that they weren't used to. So the world is becoming weak. And when those big, evil, nasty characters come about, there's no one to defend you. There's no one to defend your family when some guy wants to take shit from you. You know, there's no one to defend you anymore. Because they've taken away the idea of a masculine man and they've replaced it by a government that doesn't even give a shit about you. The government is now the man. The government is now the father. You don't have to have a man to pay your bills because the government will pay the bills. That's the way it is now. We don't need it. They're getting rid of this idea of the masculine man because the masculine man is too powerful. He's too strong. Okay, and now I want to talk about testosterone. So learning about this new world agenda brought to my attention testosterone. Okay, testosterone is the way to become a man. You know, testosterone is the masculine chemical. Now, women have testosterone as well, but the more testosterone a woman has, the more masculine she is, and the more testosterone a man has, the more masculine he is. So testosterone is the male sex hormone. It's what drives us. Okay, it's what we're all here for in this video. Let's admit, if you're watching my videos, you're here for the testosterone. That's it. That's the stuff. Okay, so at this point, I took my life into my own hands, and I decided that testosterone was the thing that I was going to chase after. Not dopamine, not joy, not fucking watching Instagram reels all day. You look at some people's phone time, they're watching TikTok for 10 hours on average every single day. And that just, what is wrong with you, bro? What is actually wrong with you? You're crazy. And I realized what is considered bad, it's not actually bad. It's not bad. What they consider bad these days isn't bad. So obviously some things are bad, yeah, for sure. But this masculine idea, toxic masculinity and all that bullshit, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad to be a masculine man. Just because sometimes it isn't nice for a man, sometimes it isn't fun, but it's not bad. It's good. You need some of that, you know? I told myself the hard truth. I started going to the gym. I started going for runs, okay? I got fucking angry at the world, man. I got angry. I started saying like, this shit isn't right. So, bro, if you watched this far, subscribe. But if you want to be part of this masculine revolution, okay, this becoming a man, this taking back what belongs to you in this world, okay, I want you to subscribe. I want you to keep tuning these videos. I want you to keep watching, bro. I'm going to make a course soon on exactly all the knowledge that I know, how to boost your testosterone, how to maintain your testosterone, you know, how much should you train, what kind of supplements should you take, what should you eat, and literally everything, okay? I'm going to talk about literally everything. So stay tuned for that. Comment if you want that because, I don't know, I'll reach out to you when I release it. And bro, if you want to learn how to become a true masculine check out warrior, check out this video here. It could be here, I don't know. One of them subscribe, one of them check out the video. I always forget because this shit's mirrored. But check that out, bro. Subscribe and enjoy the next video. Peace out. Bosh! Bosh! That's it, boys.